Männer. Es war ein langer Krieg. Es war ein harter Krieg. Ihr habt tapfer und stolz für euer Vaterland gekämpft. Seid eine besondere Truppe, die ineinander...
Hey everyone, Hydra Head here, and boy am I excited to present to you Volume 2 of Batman by Doug Moench and Kelley Jones. And I know that his name's pronounced Doug Moench because Kelley Jones told me so on a EVS video. But this is Volume 2 of what is, in my opinion, one of the superior runs of Batman. Now, I don't mean that in a sense of following the canon idea of what Batman is as a hero. I just mean that this is, in my opinion, the most enjoyable version of Batman. This is technically an Elseworlds run. What was happening is, at the time, all the big stories for Batman were happening in... there's like 3 Batman comics. You got Detective Comics, and then the other 2, which names are slipping my mind right now. But anyway, Detective Comics wasn't really fitting in to any of the timelines when this series was run. So what they did is they just let Doug and Kelley do whatever they wanted with this story. So they turned Batman into a true anti-hero, which is really cool. He's not a good guy. I mean, he is a good guy, but you can see that the life he's living is slowly transforming him into a monster. And it gets to where the bad guys are more scared, even the good guys, everybody's scared of Batman because he's such a beast. But he's still doing what's right as far as protecting people and not killing. But yeah, it is way different than your normal Batman. Plus, Kelley Jones is an amazing artist. His horror art is so freaking great. Before I get into like showing you pictures and stuff like that, I want to talk a little bit more about the actual just quality of the book. So first off, I think the cover's cool. It's a great cover, but something about it bugs me. Well, 2 things about it bug me. The biggest thing is this right here. They're putting an IGN quote on this book. A perfect marriage between story and art. IGN. Nobody cares what the fuck IGN has to say about anything. Those guys have done nothing but spit in the face of fans since, for easily the last decade. They used to be the go-to for information about games and stuff like that. But they quickly devolved into clickbait bullshit, and that's doing nothing but farming your cookies. And nobody in the current timeline gives a 2 shingles shit what IGN has to say about anything. I guarantee you nobody picked up this book and was like, this is kind of cool, but I don't think I'm gonna... Whoa! IGN says this is the perfect marriage between story and art. Sold? No, it's not happening. Stop that. Don't put it on the freaking cover. And while we're on this subject, don't put it on floppy disks. Or not floppy disks. Don't put it on floppy copies either. Nobody wants that shit fucking up their cover. The back of the book is cool. Gives us a little bit of information about that. And gives us some more stupid fucking shit from CBR. Guess what? Nobody cares about CBR now either. Y'all a bunch of shills. And then we finally get just a general explanation on what the story is. This book retails for $49.99 US. It's honestly not the thickest of books. It's about a knuckle thick. Not as big as Volume 1, but I'm paying because I like Kelley and Doug's a good writer. But more on the cover. So like, this right here is every bit Kelley Jones art. It just screams him. This weird fucking leg over on the side here, though, this to me, I'm pretty sure this is what Kelley presented, and an editor was like, well, where's his other leg? Because he doesn't understand how he's standing, so he had somebody else draw this fucking coming out of his goddamn hip. I don't know. I don't think that leg was originally drawn there, and I don't think it belongs, and that's gonna... It's going to bug the hell out of me for a long time. Pretty much every time I look at this cover, that's going to bug me. And then one cool thing about this is a lot of times the slipcover matches the actual cover. Not in this case. We get this nice graphic cutout, and that's actually a more classic take on how Kelley draws his Batman. The Demon Bat. Oh, man. Oh, no. No. Oh, my God. This is really embarrassing. I'm getting bested by a cover. A slip cover, even. So, yeah, I actually haven't read this through yet. I will probably give a couple reviews on single stories. I need to do a few more on the volume 1. I just got a lot of omnibuses and stuff I'm trying to get through, and I should probably do more videos than I have been. Let's take a quick look at some of the art in this, though, huh? Exactly, this is perfect. Pure Kelley. Oh, man. What's going on over there? So, one really nice thing about this is Doug Moench does not like communists. And it was very, very, very apparent in Volume 1. And you'll notice a lot of that in Volume 2 as well. And you know what? I'm fine with that. But, man, I highly recommend this. If you're a Kelley Jones fan, then you'll love it. If you're not a Kelley Jones fan, you probably haven't looked at enough of his art. The dude's fantastic. He's as close as we're ever going to come right now to... why am I blanking on this other guy's name? Bernie Wrightson. So, he's not Bernie Wrightson level, but he's the closest comparable living artist I can think of that draws like Bernie. And that's pretty freaking cool. Also, we're not seeing a lot of him in new stuff. We got some Doug in the Swamp Thing because he finished up where Bernie left off, which was very cool. But for the most part, if you really want to see Kelley's brilliance, you got to go back to these old things. So yeah, I definitely recommend getting this. I'll be doing some reviews on some of the individual issues so you guys can see some more of the art. And I'll actually go into the story rather than just telling you I recommend it or don't recommend it. Because I can pretty much guarantee I recommend everything that's in here. Anyway, I'll stop boring you with talking about this book, which I do think is high quality. And we'll end it there. Let's look at one more picture. Just random. Oh, yeah! Look at that. That penguin. You got shot in the head earlier this year. Oh, it's so cool. Hey, look. He was even invented with his reflective surfaces. You gotta love Kelley. Alright. Thanks for watching. Hail Hydra, baby.